Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Beyond IT Technology. Sorry I haven't posted in a long time. I had exams and I was kind of getting ready for them, and I just went on winter break and I decided to make a video about cybersecurity in schools and education because that's something I hear a lot in my schools, but most people don't know what it is. And I just wanted to make a video on that. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And my name is Victoria, and in this YouTube channel, I talk about cybersecurity and the different types of cybersecurity. I made videos about cybersecurity in healthcare and a video about cybersecurity in transportation and logistics. So our first slide is cyber threats in education. In this slide here, I gave you an example with a pie chart with primary incident types, and also in this slide I will talk about the 6 different attacks that cyber criminals use. First off is a phishing attack. A phishing attack is mostly used by emails. So a cyber attacker can send you an email, you press on the link, and now the cyber attacker has all the information and all the passwords, and it just got into your system. Usually how this works in a school industry or an education industry is a student or a staff member gets a notification by the email saying you need to click this link to update your system, to update your password. They click the link and now the cyber criminal has all their information, all their passwords, and now can use it. The second one I'll be talking about is the ransomware incident. A ransom attack is a malware designed to deny a user or organization access to files on their computer. So in other words, cyber attackers place the organization in a position where paying the ransom is just the easiest and fastest way to take back their information. The next one is social engineering attacks. This tactic is usually most used by manipulating a victim into giving up their information and gaining access to their personal information or financial information. So social engineering is usually used by psychological manipulation in order to manipulate the person or the victim into giving all their information away to the attacker. So the next one I'll be talking about is online learning platform vulnerabilities. This is a cyber risk that can jeopardize the safety of online learners, which also includes malicious software, hacking, ransomware, and denial of service attacks. The next one I'll be talking about is insider threats. An insider threat refers to a cybersecurity risk that originates from within an organization. And this type of threat is usually caused by an insider that mishandles very important or vulnerable information and, for example, sends the very sensitive information to his own personal email, and that way it gets hacked, but it's mostly caused by insiders. And the last risk I'll be talking about in this slide is mobile device risks. A mobile device risk is increased use of mobile devices for educational purposes, introduced risks such as unsecured Wi-Fi networks, malware-infected apps, and device theft, potentially compromise sensitive school-related data. In this next slide, I'll be talking about the regulatory compliances in education. First, we have FERPA, Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. FERPA establishes guidelines for collection, use, and disclosure of students' identifiable information, or PII. While on the other hand, COPPA is safeguarding children's privacy online. So like when they use services online. So in this slide, I gave a case study that happened in 2019 in Georgia Tech University. And if you have time, read this case study, but I will just shorten it and summarize it. So in 2019, this university experienced a significant data breach, which was caused by an unsecure web application. Um, More than 1.3 million students and former students got all their information exposed. Information such as names, addresses, social security numbers, and student ID numbers were exposed. Attackers also gained entry to personal data, potentially exposing individuals to identity theft, financial fraud, and other cybercrimes. And this incident made a very big problem for the Georgia Tech University, which some of them were legal ramifications and damaged the institution's reputation. Who would have thought that even students like me require cybersecurity in our schools and require safety in our schools? In this slide, I will be talking about cybersecurity strategies for schools. And the first one I will be talking about is comprehensive risk assessments. So this, for example, to conduct a regular risk check, so maybe once every 3 months, the schools can go through a checkup of all the websites and everything that the students are using and check for vulnerabilities. If something's wrong with them, fix it, but just to basically make a maintenance every once in a while. This one I think would be very useful, which is student awareness. If students can learn how to prevent these kind of things, where not to press if they get a email, if they know that, okay, this is wrong, I can't press it. I think this would be very helpful because most of the time I know from experience that students would press just random things, and that's how vulnerabilities would happen, and that's how hackers could get into the school's information and students' information. This next one is vendor security assessments. So this one is basically like a third party. So for example, in my school, we use Canvas for our like homework or things that we need to review. And this is basically talking about telling the third party vendors to, hey, check up on your application just in case once in a while, to make sure that if our students go there, nothing would be hacked, no criminals wouldn't be able to gain their information through your website. Cybersecurity training for educators. This is something I know that my teachers are going through. Maybe not that much, but I know that we sometimes don't have school because our teachers are going through training. And this is something very helpful because then teachers can learn how to prevent these things. If a student says, oh, teacher, I have an email, and the teacher would be able to come up and say, okay, I have to go report this. So just to give teachers and educators knowledge about cybersecurity would be a great way to prevent things. The last one is incident response planning. This one is basically just like a plan for if something does happen, and for example, the information does go out and it gets leaked, just so that the schools have a plan about what to do, how to maintain the problem. In this slide, I will be talking about the importance of data protection in education. The most simplest answer is, okay, breaches are very common in education, but they can lead into a violation of FERPA, as well as to the host of negative consequences for students, such as identity theft, fraud, and extortion. That is the most simplest answer I can give you. It's very important because schools and universities handle a lot of our private information, which can be hard to maintain, 1,000 students at a time. It's a very hard job. It's very tough. That's why there's a lot of common incidents of data breaches. In this slide, I'll be talking about collaborative efforts in school cybersecurity. What all these bullet points are trying to say is, if we can learn how to do regularly checkups, if we can teach students and staff and faculties, teachers, if we can learn them how to prevent these type of attacks, phishing, ransomware attacks, if we can collaborate with IT security communities, we can make a less chance rate, if we can make a less rate of cyber attacks in our school education. In this slide, I'll be talking about the budgetary challenges in school cybersecurity. Limited budget allocations, lack of cybersecurity awareness, high cost of recovery, external fundraising sources, fundraising campaigns, community engagement programs, tech donations, and discounts. All these usually have to do is the challenges is either the school is not prioritizing cybersecurity, they either don't have enough money to prioritize it, or no one is helping them to prioritize it, no one is helping them to gain that money to prioritize it. These are the different types of problems that schools unfortunately have to face, and then this kind of like a domino goes on the students, because then their information goes exposed, and this creates a huge problem for the students and for the schools. In this slide, I will be talking about future trends in school cybersecurity. For me, the two trends that I think schools should be focusing on, and educational universities, institutes should be focusing on, is adoption to advanced technologies, which is AI. Most things in my school, for example, nothing is based on AI, which I think the whole world is moving into AI, and I think that schools are behind on that and educational institutes are behind on that. Just AI could help prevent a lot of things if programmed right. The second one is the most important. I think that the new trend should be rise in cybersecurity. I believe that cybersecurity should be everywhere, not just in healthcare, schools, just literally everywhere, because everything that has information, everything in the world keeps your information, your passwords. I think everything should have cybersecurity in it. And schools, very important to have cybersecurity in it. In this video, we talked about protecting student data, compliances, and regulatories like FERPA and COPA, emerging threat landscape, partnership and collaborations, challenges and solutions, and future focuses. Thank you everyone so much once again for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you learned something new about cybersecurity in schools, the problems, the solutions that we should take. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below and I will answer. Or if you have any requests about future videos, about what type of videos you would like me to talk about, what type of cybersecurity you would want me to talk about, please also leave it in the comments below and I will make a video on that. Thank you.